The countdown begins. We're less than 12 hours away from the biggest celebration in Times Square. It's Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest 2013. And here he is, the host of the biggest bash of the year, Mr. Ryan Seacrest. Good to see you again.
It's a busy day. Good to be here again. We kind of set up shop here.
Yeah.
You know, we'll be here for many, many hours.
What do you got? What do you got coming up tonight?
We have, well, it is the countdown into a new year. We've got live performances out there from Taylor Swift. We've also got Gangnam Style. Psy's going to be out there doing Gangnam Style.
Well, see, now for me, that's every day, every morning I do that. Are you going to actually get up there and do that?
I've interviewed him and met with him several times where he's tried to get me to do it, and I've seen the tape back, and I suck at it.
Yeah. So
I feel like I'm good.
So isn't this an opportunity to try and do it again, get some tips?
No, I think what I'm going to do is say, ladies and gentlemen, Psy.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to do it.
You make this all look so easy when you're doing this every year. A lot of prep goes into this, though, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those amazing events that even when you stand there, and anybody who's been in Times Square for New Year's Eve knows what that feeling is, but anytime you stand there, I actually kind of almost forget I'm on television because it's such an incredible, peaceful moment of like unity in a world that's so chaotic many times.
Does Jenny McCarthy forget she's on TV as well?
She's used to acting like that in front of a camera, I think, all the time. Right. She'll be out there in Times Square roaming around as well, and she provides spontaneity. She provides getting to first base with some of the people that are standing there,
which is always a bonus for New Year's Eve.
She likes a good makeout session, so please show up for that.
Dick Clark, you have a special tribute that you're going to start off with him. Is there something about having worked with him and having watched him over the years that you've now adopted into your own hosting, anchoring, etc.? You
know, he always tried to, when we spoke about, I'd always ask him questions. Hey, how do I do it? I mean, how can I be as good as you are, knowing that I would never get to that point? But the advice he always gave me was to make it seem as comfortable as possible. You know, if you're comfortable on camera, those who are watching will be comfortable as well. Even when there are uncomfortable moments, if you can be comfortable, then that makes for a good host, and that's why it does a good job. Seamless.
He must have had the best stories.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Well, you look at the history, and you'll see some of these clips on the show, but he was really instrumental in breaking so many artists throughout the years. In a different way, it was a different world then, right? Because he would go on Bandstand, these artists would go on, and this would be their massive big break, and he would introduce music to the world, and he'll never be forgotten for that.
What does Seacrest do after New Year's? I mean, you do the show. Everyone's watching. Everyone's at parties watching Ryan Seacrest. What does Seacrest do afterwards?
Seacrest. Who is that guy?
Yeah, who is that guy? I love talking in third. Should we talk third person? Abrams asks Seacrest.
I'll put on a cape and some underoos. Seacrest. Usually I'm starving, so we get off the air about 2 a.m. and so I'm starving. I've not had my glass of champagne yet, so I have a glass of champagne. I have probably a burger, and then we celebrate till 3:15 where I fall asleep.
The 2013 breakout performer. Any sense of who that might be?
This past year we saw the infusion of massive boy bands and the popularity with those types of artists. I met this gentleman the other day, this just young guy the other day named Ed Sheeran, and he's got a hit record out called The A-Team now, and he's a very, very talented songwriter and performer, and I think we'll see big things from him in the year to come.
All right. Ryan Seacrest, get some rest. I think you got a long night ahead of you. I'm going to be sitting at home watching you.
Well, please, anybody who is watching this, please tune in and watch us because we're throwing the party for you. You don't even have to go anywhere.
And this is the part where I tell people exactly how and where to see you. Dick Clark's
New Year's Rockin' Eve.
New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, 2013, airs tonight starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. Good to see you.
Thank you.